Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm delighted to be joined by the GOAT herself, Claressa Shields. You're in Savannah Marshall's home area. I'm not going to say home city because she's from Hartlepool, but how are you feeling?
I feel good. I'm happy to be here. Everybody know why I'm here. Everybody like, oh, they start whispering and they're like, oh, that's the GOAT. Yeah, y'all know why I'm here.
Well, you're here to watch Savannah Marshall versus her man's, but
I'm here to sell a fight. I really could care less about watching the fight, to be honest with you. It's no disrespect to them, but I don't really have to watch fighters to get ready for them. I've never really watched her fights before, and they asked me to come over here, and that's to build the fight up. But I'm going to be ringside, but I'm not really going to be paying too much attention.
I know I heard you say in a previous interview that you and Savannah will never be friends and stuff like that, but you're going to want her to win on Saturday night tomorrow night, aren't you?
I wanted her to win back to 2012 when she beat me, right? And I want her to win now. I don't have anything like, I'm not a person that wish bad on other people. If that's the fight that the fans want to see, I want her to do well, and then we fight next. I mean, it's simple. But we could have been fought years ago. She just didn't want to fight then. Now all of a sudden she wants to fight. Cool.
In saying that, obviously Saturday night is just around the corner. You're going to be there ringside. You being here in Newcastle, is that a show of intent that you want this fight to happen next?
Duh. What? I can fight in the U.S. Like, when I just fought here in Cardiff February 5th, and it was actually planned for her to be on the same card, and then we were supposed to fight next or something like that, but somehow she got another fight in. Well, she couldn't fight, so her fight got pushed back to now. So it's like, I want to fight, she wins the fight, then we fight. That's just what it is, but there's no other reason that I would be here. Look, boxing is booming here in the UK. You guys respect women's boxing. You guys respect me, and I'm all the way over there in the US. And I think it's the biggest grudge match in women's boxing history that's actually going to be able to be made. Like Ann Wolfe versus Layla Ali did not happen. Lucia Riker versus Christy Martin didn't happen. Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall is very, very likely to happen. So I'm hoping that she wins, because if anybody questions my greatness about how great I am and saying that I wouldn't be 12-time world champion and all this other stuff if she was the one who I fought, I want her to stand on that, and I want to show her that she can't do nothing with me. I am not 17 no more.
The thing is, as well, there's a lot made about her, Savannah's punching power, and obviously your slick skills.
Smoke and mirrors.
Smoking mirrors?
Smoke and mirrors.
But is this a classic puncher against a boxer fight if you two fight?
Hell no, I'm a puncher boxer. Like, don't get it twisted. She's trying to sell everybody on it. Oh, she only got 2 knockouts, but I guarantee you she's not gonna want to stand in front of me and bang with me. I can guarantee you she not. Cause one, she too slow. She's too slow to sit there and bang with me, and I'm never gonna abandon my defense, no matter who I fight against. So I'm gonna be defense minded, offensive minded. I'm gonna be a shark in there, no matter what. No matter what we got going on. So I'm gonna go in there and use my skill, use my power, use my skills and all that against her. And all she relying on is her punching power. Her best bet is to get in there and try to be long against me instead of fuck out my way. Because if I do catch her with all this pain that I have inside of me and anger that I want to express on her, she will be going to sleep. And then we can really talk about pillow fists then. But I can guarantee you, her game plan is not to stand there in the middle of the ring with me and fight me. I doubt it.
You did mention, she did call you pillow fists.
Yeah.
What do you say to that? Did you have? I know there was a back and forth at ringside, but pillow fists.
I'm a 3-time division world champion. I'm a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. I was dropping girls in the Olympics that was beating her up. We got to be realistic. She just want to say stuff to try to get in my head and all this kind of stuff. But her saying pillow fists and everybody has to talk her up to make her feel like she's a knockout puncher. But we all can knock out opponents who are 3 days, 1 week's notice, and fight at 147 and come to 160. We all can knock out opponents like that. But when you fight against very, very sturdy fighters like a Christina Hammer, a Hannah Gabriels, girls of that nature, a French-on Cruz, then we can talk. But truth be honest, she skipped the 168 weight class, and it was world champions there who were willing to fight her.
Kate Taylor and Amanda Serrano have been made. We've seen the hype and the buzz around that fight at Madison Square Garden, sold out within a few hours. Savannah Marshall, Claressa Shields, Savannah Marshall, however you want to say it. Is that a bigger fight than that?
It's Shields Marshall, but It's just the biggest grudge match in women's boxing history. You know, I don't think it's too much grudge on the other side with Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. I feel like they're different than I. You know, like they're very nice to each other and respectful, and that's okay. But at the same time, nobody want to see a fight where girls are hugging each other and being nice. You want to see somebody tell them like, hey, I'm going to whoop your ass, and then you want to see them go in there and prove it. I believe that they're both focused, and it's going to be a great fight, and I'll actually be ringside for that fight too. So,
I was going to get your thoughts on that fight. Your thoughts on that fight itself? Can you pick a winner?
It's tough because you don't know if they're going to... The game plan that I have in my head for each fighter to win, they may do something different. So I think that... I think Katie is... she's kind of like me. She's skilled. She got power. But we're skilled in different ways. And then you have Amanda Serrano who can box and bang, and I mean has 30-something knockouts out of 40 fights, and fights at 7 different divisions. I mean, I think that it's gonna be a very, very good fight. It's gonna be close at the beginning, but I think that Amanda Serrano power would be a little trouble for Katie. But then again, I think she's smart enough to figure it out. So it's kind of hard for me, but I am rolling with Amanda Serrano to win by a split decision. And that's like a split can go either way, but I think Amanda Serrano will be the winner.
One final one for me, because I know you've been busy with all this media and you want some food probably coming off that flight. I know you're going to have a back and forth with Savannah Marshall, no doubt, after the fight, but have you got a message for Savannah?
I'm not going to have no back and forth with her. Oh, win the fight so I can whoop your ass. That's it. That's all my message for her is win the fight so I can show you why I'm a 3-time division world champion and why I was better skilled than you to win 2 Olympic gold medals. Not 1, but 2. And now to be a 12-time world champ, and she's walking around with the belt that I had to vacate in order to make history at 154. If I would have said, oh no, I don't want to be undisputed at 154, keep my belt up at 160, she could have waited till after I fought, and then me and her could have fought for all the titles. But she wanted to just run after one belt and then start chatting shit. That's what, it was classless and it's scary. You know, it's scary of her. You know, scary Marshall, whatever. I don't even respect the girl. Like, all the respect I had went out the window February 5th when she jumped in the ring talking that shit to me. It's like, I would never do that to another world champion, and I've never done that. You know, girls do that to me, but everybody talk about my class. And it's like, but do you guys see on the other end what's really going on? Like, I'm not just talking shit to them. She jumps in the ring or she comes ringside talking shit. Like, say congrats. You know, say I look forward to fighting you. Say what you would do. But to say, oh, I wiped the floor with you, you fought a child and your chain is fake. The girl is a psycho. Really, if you ask me, she's a psycho.
Right, Claressa, enjoy your food and I'll see you soon, no doubt. Thank you very much. Thank you.